Greetings and salutations.
Five by five, please. Can I get a 5 by 5?
Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Could you please let me know that you can hear me? Thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Nico Yeg. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being able to. I was going to thank you for being able to hear me. That makes absolutely no sense at all. This is the Morning Mayhem Show. I am Sam, and today is Florida or Germany. What do you guys think about them apples? Do you like fruit? I'm feeling a little bit cantankerous today, and I'm gonna let you know why. We're gonna have a ton of fun with Florida and Germany. Don't ever go on Reddit. Although I'm probably gonna be going on there and starting my own Reddit group or whatever they're called. I don't understand what they are. But yeah. That's I definitely I spiraled out of control on Reddit last night, and it was crazy. Let me see. Let me just adjust this a little bit. I did like a zoom. See the shirt? FTG fools. Yeah, dude, man, Reddit is crazy. I know it exists, and I don't understand how the servers are laid out, and like how I know it's not like whatchamacallit, Discord. It's completely different than Discord. But there's lots of there's Reddit subreddits, and so I haven't figured out that yet, but I'm gonna learn it because I guess there is some really good information in there. Just if you're a creator, don't Google your name because you will find everything out about you. So or that's not real, or some is real, some isn't real. It's pretty crazy. So I suggest, in full transparency, everyone Google my name on Reddit, just for full transparency. I've already been transparent, so there's nothing fishy over there. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just talking about if your self-esteem isn't in check, if you're not mentally capable, and which, a lot of times I'm not. I've already talked about how I'll pretend to do that. Reddit might not be the place for you. The comment section of your own videos might not be the place for you. It's crazy. Yeah. I seriously last night contemplated on quitting. And man, please, I assure you, I'm not doing like a Tommy Reese, dude, how they used to come out and say I'm quitting. Maybe I understand it a little bit more. That's a quitting doing what I'm of this, not so much the morning show, but not counting on it to be a source of income. That's kind of what I meant. Because they question, like Reddit questions your salvation, your history, where you've been, and if you're affiliated with someone like, say, Tommy or Brett Miller, then then if you knew him in the past and in prison, then if where we were, he wasn't in PC, and neither was I. There was no PC there. Well, there's the shoe, and I guess you could PC up to the shoe, but that wasn't the case. And I'm going to try to get my disciplinary record from the BOP. I know I can get it. I just need to do a FOIA to the BOP. Thank you, Be Happy, so much for the super sticker. I want to get my disciplinary chronological record, and I'm going to make it available to the public. because more so than anything else in the BOP, your disciplinary record will tell it all. Like if you've checked in, if you've gotten a fight, if you're a validated gang member, all the things. And I'm going to get that, and I'm going to make it public just so everyone will know. Like exactly like this was me, and this is me now. I didn't find God in prison. I didn't find God for YouTube. Someone accused me of that. Like, oh, he's on YouTube now, he's a Christian, something crazy like that. Like this, and you guys, I show you this before, so it's not like I'm using this as a prop right now, although I kind of am. But I'm just like, look how old my Bible is. Like it is marked. It is marked up. If I flip through that, all you would see is Bible study notes and like I didn't for YouTube become a Christian. And I'm not saying this to my crew, my Samsters right now. I'm not saying that I'm saying it to anyone on the replay of any and there's going to be some bullshit, on the my Reddit thing, oh yeah, Sam, was butthurt. We got to him. Yay, we got to him. It kind of did. I wish I could say it didn't, but it kind of did. They just have so much information wrong. And not even just about me, but like just other people. I'm not even talking about Brett and Marissa. They just have so much information wrong on there. So it's a trip. So I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it. It'll pretty much every post that was ever made about me on Reddit, my BOP chronological disciplinary will make every one of those posts on me look foolish. So I guess that's why I'm going to do it. But anyways, how's everybody doing? We're going to do some Florida Germany today. I'm super happy about it. So I'm not going to quit or, and it really wasn't going to quit. I was going to come out here and just go off. And I kind of feel like Maryland, like a couple of weeks ago was like this close to, she was like, if someone would have told me about YouTube, before I started, I wouldn't have done it. I feel like she was processing some decisions making. I mean, I could be wrong or way off, but I feel like, yeah, she was like maybe processing, like what are we doing on this platform? Right. Like, I didn't know coming on this platform and trying to like form a community and be happy and talk about recovery and the things and do Florida, Germany. I didn't know it came with so much scrutiny is not the word, because I want scrutiny with so much. Kim, somebody help me out with this. What I'm looking for. Grateful. What's the what's the word I'm looking for? Thank you, Nicole. Hey, I sent you a message yesterday, Nicole, with my phone number to get a hold of me. I don't know if you were busy or I don't know, or maybe I missed a return message. I was on some time. What does Kim say? I was on same time. Oh, okay. Backlash. That's good. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, backlash. Like what did I ever do to anybody but myself? Like I'm my victim. Like I get it. My family's a victim to my crime. The people that I sold drugs to were victims, technically. But I was just in suicide mode. My whole addiction. It wasn't about. I chased the rush, and I just wanted to not be down here in the fetal position, crying over something I couldn't get over. So I just like bam, 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 bam. I just chased the rush. And I had a therapist tell me that, and I didn't want to see her anymore because she told me I wasn't an addict. She said, You just chase the rush. You're just like a rush chaser. You're just a rush chaser. You're just chasing the rush. I don't even know if you're really addicted. And I was like, what? No, I'm addicted. I assure you. I am addicted. I'm doing 5 grams of heroin a day. I'm addicted. Also, there was a lot of comments about like, if I was in a gang, I would have the right tattoos and all the things. I have the right tattoos. I'm not going to come out here with no shirt on. But I am going to post a picture of me on the weight pile with my shirt off, and it'll be offensive to some of you just because of what the tattoos represent. But I'm going to do it. And if I lose subs, I lose subs, but that's not me. It wasn't me. Yeah, just different time. So yeah, yeah, it was really bad. And I did it like at 10:30 at night. I went over there and I was like, what the heck? And it was crazy. I know you get bashful, Sam, but that is just one more human character. So you show what other people say about you or feel about you is none of your business. Pass over the negative words. Yeah, man, that is so, thank you so much, Grateful. I appreciate that. It is none of my business. Yep. It is. It is any of my business. But it is a true statement. Thank you, Grateful. Really, that's all I needed to hear right now. So I appreciate that. Let's get hey, Surviving Together, catching up on 2-speed. I went on Reddit. I went to see Reddit. I'm a big piece of shit. I'm a big piece of shit. I don't think that. That's Reddit thinks that. I was right on time, Nicole. I mean, I'm talking like even 5 seconds early. I was like, this is for the girls. Bam. Yeah. I was having computer problems too this morning, Kim. It was nuts. Super nuts. Like my router and everything's reloading. And I always just say it's the feds, having been a federal inmate and involved in a lot of crime, even on probation, I picked up a counterfeiting charge. If I cross their path doing something here in town, be it pick up someone from a trap house to take them to a meeting or whatever, I don't do that very often anymore, but, or having friends that have relapsed and I'm still just, being their friend, but they're being followed. I get it. I'm not saying I am. I just jokingly to myself, I always say, it's the feds. And it helps me understand my computer and Wi-Fi and network issues. So let me find all the stuff for the game show. Put a 2 in the chat if you've never been here for Florida or Germany. I gotta find our Florida Germany song. Come on. I'm trying to. There we go. Oh shoot! I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay, let me figure this stuff out for the game, and I will be right back. Welcome to the Mayhem Show. It is Thursday. Hell yeah. That was actually the very, very first theme song for the show. I really, really, really loved that song. The whole song is really good. I was gonna do, have the intro of the song, of course, the intro, then the end of the song, the outro. But crap happens. Life be lifing. Is that what the kids say these days? Life be lifing. They're probably like, no, we don't say that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about this. So, yeah, we'll get to the game. I assure you. See? Florida, Germany, Florida, Germany, Florida, Germany. Man, I'm really having some like latency issues. Anyways, so I was doing my emails last night. Sorry if I didn't get to yours. I will be there today. I don't think I have that many left. And I went I don't know why I looked at the spam folder, and there was there was like 5 messages in there, and there was 3 messages in there from Linda's family. And I was like, what the heck? On Linda's account. And I was like, wow, what are they trying to tell me? And it was all bad. It was all bad. Basically blaming me. It was super crazy. Hold on. I think I screenshotted it, and yeah, I didn't screenshot the I screenshotted that they were there, but the first line, how like in the first line you can. I just want to share this real quick and just read it. I'm not going to read the entire email. I'm just showing like the first line. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to it. I'm just talking about her family right now, who I've been praying for. And these were the only messages that they sent. What the heck? Man, I am having a hard time checking today. All right. So the first one says, I'm gonna have to open it up on here too. The first one says, the day my mom died, she cried most of the day because of you and your emails. No money returned or apology for the horrible video you made about her. No, I didn't really make a horrible video about her. And the emails I sent was just me saying, and I'll show them right now. The emails I sent was just like, Linda, why are you so mad at me? What did I do? Like, we've been talking every day except for yesterday. Like I am hurt. I'm blindsided. My wife is like on the verge of like crying. Because she was, saying that me and Brett are the same. And my wife was like, man, I don't know if I can do this YouTube stuff either. It was crazy. And that's all I'd said in the emails. And so then another one comes in on Linda's account, and it says, are you sure? It says, are you sure my wife made yours cry? I'm sure you were the reason for her crying. You being such a dickless wonder, but she cries a lot living with you. I can't remember what the rest of it said. I just did a screenshot that they were there. Super nuts. I get it if I to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. See, that's all you guys got to do is just put like one-liners from any song from the 70s or 80s, and I'm just gonna bust out into song and just forget what I was talking about. Thanks, Woofy. You guys will get to know that. Like, if you guys are ever just sick of hearing about any subject that I'm talking about, or if I've like digressed into like the year 1972 when I got the Pimp of the Year award, just put like a one-liner from any 80s hit or TV show from the 70s or sick, and and that'll like steer me somewhere else. As I get bigger and bigger, I'm sure that'll be a thing that the old head, well, you guys will be old heads then. That's like the the nickname for people who've been here since the beginning. Yeah. So that is so funny. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, Lacey Silver. It hasn't been confirmed. That's just a, I'm not, it's just somebody had sent an email there. No one, it hasn't been confirmed, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but her and I did, we had a spat. It was respectful on my part. And it wasn't on hers. And so I just, I was like, okay. I told her that, I wasn't gonna, she wasn't trying to talk to me. She wasn't trying to talk. We'll just put it that way. But Monday's show, was it Monday's? Yeah, Monday's show will explain all of that. And then, so what you talking about, Willis? Thank you. Be happy. Yeah, thanks, Wolfie. Thank you. Like, bright, shiny, bright thing. What's that? Like, like, ooh, shiny, bright thing. Ooh, ditties from yesteryear. Thank you, Galen, for the gift of memberships. I really appreciate it. And good morning to you, Madame. No, I'm getting lost in the chat. Yeah, so that was a trip. And the top one was from her daughter, supposedly, and I can't feel responsible for that. It wasn't that big of a thing, and I get it. She was a part of our family, and I didn't answer one of her emails in time, and she basically went ballistic in a chat and lost her mind. And I don't even really think it was her, if I'm completely honest. I think maybe she was complaining to her husband, like, oh man, this guy hasn't, even messaged me back yet. And I think maybe he went on there, because the words that she was saying was almost like the words that he's saying in these post, what's that word? Post humorous posthumously. Posthumously. I know it's not posthumously, but it's almost the same tone, the same language. I mean, not dickless. What did he call me? Dickless. This is why my wife hates me. Such a dickless wonder. Well, I'd have to be a big D for it to be a wonder, right? Wow, I wonder how that happened. Well, I guess that too could be, I don't know, posthumously. Thank you, Nicole. And I think I'm pronouncing that right. Hey, Angie Mo, long time no see. Angie Mo. I know a lot of you guys, like, it must be hard to be to love like so many creators that aren't getting along. I'm getting along with everybody. I just don't get long. I said that to be funny. Like, like I just have no interaction, But if there was, I would be pleasant and happy to speak to any of them. Well, except for Brett, of course, and his brother, and now Spanx, but anyone else, like, I'm more than happy to talk to. I feel like we can be critical of each other and still be friendly, unless we see crime or abuse or like hardcore manipulation, like where someone's doing something kind of almost against their will. So I don't know. Shell, hey Shell, good morning. So something seems off, Sam. Block them. You don't need to be anyone's emotional punching bag. We all support you, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, something seems off. Yeah, they are blocked. They've been blocked. I guess that's why it was in my spam. Well, I blocked them on YouTube, and Google owns YouTube. So that's probably why the messages went to spam after I got the I'm just a punk bitch convict. Hey, be happy. Hear from Sean by way of the Crooks. Hey, that's so cool. Welcome to the show. It's usually I don't feel like I'm being a Debbie Downer. It's usually just a lot more like me bullshitting and talking about stuff. And so anyway, but we are about to play a game, Be Happy. And so you came at the right day to watch me crash on this game. Comment, I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. Thank you, Kim. I don't either, if I'm completely honest. I just needed at least, one other person to feel that way. But that doesn't mean like, I get to, do like 3 shows on it, investigating it. It doesn't mean that at all. Not even close to that. I'm not even going to make a phone call to investigate it. It's just, if those are her wishes, then those are her wishes. And if she has passed, she's looking down at us, laughing at how silly we all are and how silly she was. Comment, something seems, oh, I just read that. Something seems off. All right. I'm like reading the same comment. Okay. Good morning, Sam. I woke up early to bake. Hey, Mindy, how are you doing today? Good morning, Sam. I woke up early to bake a sweet potato pie. And so I finally get to watch the morning show live. Have I told my sweet potato pie story? Is that why you're letting us know that? There ain't going to be no more sweet potato pie. Whoever's been here like the longest or can remember, have I ever told the sweet potato pie story? I'll tell that, and then we'll get on with the game show. The math ain't mathin'. Yeah, right. I love sweet potato pie. Be Happy says, Mindy, where are you? I'm on my way. I don't think so. Sherry LeBron's been here since the inception, since I was a glitter in me dad's pantalones. Not pantyhosies, pantalones. So I'm gonna tell the sweet potato pie story. So in Arizona, there's a place called Pie Town. And I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's a real thing. And as you're coming into Pie Town off the freeway, you start seeing these signs. And here, let me make myself bigger so y'all can see me. Solo Mayhem. Not that one. That one. So you start seeing these signs, right? This is, Pie Town, best pie in the world. Another mile goes by, Pie Town, 7 more miles. I'm just posting up comments. So, Sam, you handled it the right way. Timing of her passing was just tragic and unfortunate. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat. I'm going to get through this story. It's not that long. So then you start seeing these signs that says Pie Town, Best sweet potato pie in the world. That's a pretty bold statement. I was just seeing if you could see my bald spot. Best sweet potato pie in the world. That is a bold statement. And so we decided we're going to check out the best sweet potato pie in the world. I had to. I'm a pie guy, right? Not a cake guy. I'm a pie guy. I'll eat cake. I'll have my cake and eat it too. But I'm a pie guy by nature. You know, like I'll drive 25 miles for a good pie. I will. In Los Angeles, you know, we drive from South LA to Pasadena to get pie. So, come and kind of show us your shirt. This one. So just supporting a man while he's down. That's all. And, so we go in there and it's like, it's closing, but it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours till closing, but we eat and there's still like 45 minutes left. Or no, maybe like an hour and 45 minutes. Actually, I think there was almost 2 hours left. Yeah, because then we got put on pause for 45 minutes. So anyway, we eat our meal and we're like, time for some sweet potato pie. So we like, 3 sweet potato pies, please. Which is like, sure enough, honey. So she goes off and we're talking and, we're chatting, we're looking, nothing. We don't see anybody. We don't see the waitressing. There's like one other person on the other side of the place. And finally she comes out, she walks by with no pies. And we're like, miss, it's been like 20 minutes. Can we get the 3 pies? She's like, oh, you haven't gotten them yet? Oh my. Let me go check. So she goes back and like another 10, 15 minutes goes by. And we're not in a hurry. We're like on a mini vacation. We're not in a hurry. And she comes back out. We're like, ma'am, best sweet potato pie in the world. Can we get 3 of them? She's like, hold on. She goes back to the back. Out comes the biggest, darkest, the dude from the Green Mile. That dude comes out and he's like, he has on like an apron. Oh, I have an apron around here. He has on an apron and he takes his apron off and wraps it around his hand like this, like this, and like wraps it around his hand like that and comes up to the table. Comes up to the table and he sets his big old mitts, like this, and just like looks down at us like that. And he's like, there ain't gonna be no more sweet potato pie. And turns around and walks away. And we're like, what the heck? We're good. Yeah, see you later. But it was literally like, there ain't gonna be no more sweet potato pie. But he seemed aggressive. It wasn't like, like silly, like, hey man, there ain't gonna be no more sweet potato pie. It was like, there ain't gonna be no more sweet potato pie. Now get the, F out. So we're like, okay, we're out of here. We're out of here. So then on the drive, like, we're just like, what the heck, man? How's that guy gonna be mean talking about sweet potato pie? Like, you can't say sweet potato pie and be mean, but he did. And so we were like trying to think of other things that would be funny to like say. And so like, this is in the car ride afterwards, right? We're like, there ain't going to be no more unicorns and panda bears, and then my sister she goes like, there ain't going to be no more lavender scented panties. So it just became like this thing that we did to make ourselves laugh from that memory. So yeah. So if you guys can think of some funny things there ain't going to be no more, chocolate covered cherry. Like you get it, right? But the lavender scented panties one, that had me laughing so hard. And the unicorn and panda bears. So funny, man. There ain't going to be no more unicorn and panda bears. I must have. Oh, by the way, I did turn on closed captions, so the chat will be slower for me. And there might be some latency, so there'll probably be a bigger latency. Well, I mean, you guys wouldn't know that. There ain't going to be no more Reddit trolls. Where's my mute button? Oh shit. I thought I was gonna snort, so I didn't I didn't want you guys to hear that. That is so funny. Yeah. Instead of soup Nazi, he's the sweet potato pie Nazi. Yeah. He's Darkwood Nazi. There ain't gonna be no more Reddit trolls. It's so funny. So anyway, yeah, that's right. That's right. Too disrespectful. Man, there's some people in the chat today that I haven't seen in a while. That's super cool. So glad you guys are all here, man, for real. I wasn't really feeling it. I feel fine. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling it until I sat down and my intro played. And I was like, I'm home, you know, like this is where I go for to feel better. This isn't something that makes me feel bad. So let's get it with it. Let me find the I know I made a song. I wish I would have made like an intro. Let me get. Florida and Germany won. Okay. All right, guys, welcome to Florida and Germany. This is the game show where we try to decide where did these stories originate from? Was it either Florida or Germany? Because all things bizarre and the macabre come out of Florida or Germany. I will be right back. I'm going to get the Florida Germany notes, and here we go. Was made. Such a great song. One more verse and I'll cut it out. Alrighty, that was I wanted to play that a little bit. I'm gonna make just like a 15-second intro using that song so that we don't have to sit through so much of the song. All right, Florida or Germany, you guys know how it goes. It's type 1 for Florida or 2 for Germany. You know who we're missing? We're missing Mischief Managed. I emailed her and texted her last night and I never got a response. I hope she's okay. I seen that she read it though. Maybe she's mad at me about something. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't ever get a response. Anyways, I just remember talking to her about Florida or Germany or somebody. All right, here we go. Florida, Germany, and then whoever gets the most right gets a t-shirt. Now, having said that, I'm just sending out the first shirts this week. But so they'll come out a little more quickly now that I've decided not to make them myself with my printer. So here we go. First one. Oh, let me get to the chat. Also, if Laura May is in the audience, can you please oh yes, my lesbian sister. Yes, I got that right before I signed on. I can share that, or do you want to share, or do you want me to share it? I think we should talk on the phone first. Like, I'm down just to share it, but like I want to know like more about it so I can present it better. Does that make sense? Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, feel free to share. Here, I'll just share it. But I don't know how to explain it. I'm still don't understand it 100%. But I'm down to know. I'm at the Salvation Army counseling beneficiaries. Crush Inc. 559. That's badass. That's so badass. Good for you, man. I used to go down to the Salvation Army and do well, I called it an AA meeting, but really because it was on Sunday after church, really we just like all sat around and talked. And you know, I'd always bring my Bible and not the big book. A couple guys had that. Anyways, let's get on with the game. It's gonna be noon. Like, okay, first question. It's 12 o'clock. Let's get through these. All right, sorry. And I know someone was gonna be playing with their dad. Hey, Dad. I apologize. It's taking this long to get to the game. I'm not quite all there. Okay, man arrested after attempting to barbecue in a bank lobby. Florida or Germany? So it's 1 for Florida, 2 for Germany, and I'm leaving you guys on the honor system to keep your own score. Hey, Catty Connie. Loudmouth Linda. Loudmouth Linda. Oh, that's badass, Crushy. I would love to have you on the show. I would love to talk to you and have you on the show, Crush. I would love to talk to you. Bam, bam. Lots of Floridas. I'm going to star your question because they're coming fast, Kim. We provide security service to companies via police officers. That's what I thought. We covered their insurance. We have an app. We have the highest retention rate and show up rate. So are we, not we, but so we provide security service to companies via police officers. We covered their insurance. We have an app. So your clients are the officers and the companies that use them. So you're the middle person. Let me know. Ooh, Galen says Germany. Man arrested after attempting to barbecue in bank lobby. All right, here we go. A man casually wheeled a full-size barbecue grill into the lobby of a major bank, set up a folding chair, and began attempting to grill hot dogs. When asked to leave, he explained that he was celebrating financial independence. Security footage showed him trying to light the charcoal under the ATM. Authorities arrived and arrested him for trespassing and reckless endangerment. That was in Florida. Yeah. Sorry, Galen. I don't want anyone to get him wrong. Like, I feel bad for Galen for getting. I'm like terrible, man. I'm a terrible people pleaser. All right. Okay, question 2. Remember, you guys are keeping your own score. I trust you. No one's trying to come up on a free shirt. Paula D. Penley, Nicole, absolutely. I'm in Florida too. Oh, okay, Kim. Got it. Got it. You only deal with the businesses. Cool. Yeah. Do you want me to post it? I'm going to post it. And then I'll make you like your own little video if you want, like an ad video that we can play and that I can send to you and you can play on your social media. Yeah, it is. Perfectus. Thank you for chiming in on that. Being a people pleaser is the best and worst of feelings. Yes. Yep. And with me, what happens like when I've people pleased to the point where I'm, hurting myself and my family. And then someone like tries to take advantage of me of the, like say the situation where I'm pleasing someone. I get really, non-physically aggressive, like my voice and my face changes and my, you know what I mean? My language gets really harsh and really like, aggressive. But my heart rate doesn't get raised up. I just get upset. Okay. Did I read the second one yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I started reading questions. Okay. Number 2, sorry, Dad. Number 2, trio found dead in hotel rooms surrounded by crossbows and scrolls. That's going to be an easy one. We're going to skip that one. That one was Germany. That was an easy one. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. Naked man found on roof claims he was chasing time travelers. Yeah, you guys all got it right. I that because of the captions that I turned on, the time is really slower on when I see your guys' chat. But that's all right. That's all right. I like it. Like that slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Is Angie Mo still here? Or she just pop in to say hi and give me the big middle finger? Oh, yeah. Florida on the time traveler one. All right. Feisty Kitty says Germany. Kim says Germany. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Are we counting that one? No, nope, we sure aren't. Like the middle one. I mean, you can add it to it, but you guys will all get it. You know what I mean? Okay. Naked man found on roof claims he was chasing time travelers. Residents reported a completely naked man sprinting across rooftops at dawn, shouting that he had to catch the time thieves before they erase everything. Pretty clever. I wonder if there's a movie like that. Before they erase everything, he eventually climbed onto a local bakery's roof and refused to come down until authorities promised to guard the timeline. That's amazing. Guard the timeline. He was safely detained and sent for a psychiatric evaluation. I love that more out of anything or any, you know what I mean? That they, played along with him to get him down instead of, tased him or got aggressive. I admire cops who do that, who just do anything in the world to de-escalate a situation. Those are true cops. Those cops, of course you can't have a whole force like that. Sometimes you do have to have the knucklehead cop, but those de-escalator guys, man, that really do it and like are good at it, they've had years on the force that are really, really good at it. Those guys rock, man. And I bet you this guy was one. He says he eventually climbed on the local baker's roof, climbed down until the authorities promised to guard the timeline. That's so cool. Okay, I'll come down if you guys guard the timeline. We got it, bud. We're guarding the timeline, man. I promise. I assure you. But yeah, that's so cool, man. Knife hoarder in the house. Bought a shirt. Knife hoard. FTG. Hot shot. Happy dance. Oh yeah, I was doing this. So yeah, that one was Florida. I never got to the answer, did I? Sorry guys, I have to put on this. I'm putting it on wrong, but yeah, that one was Florida. Pretty funny though. Okay, here we go. Individual tried to pay traffic fine in giant wheelbarrow full of pennies. Florida or Germany? Florida or Germany? It's good. Yeah, man. Hey, knife hoarder, congratulations, man. Or good job. I so glad you're feeling better, brother. If we can get a bunch of praying hands and threes for the hoarder, that would be super cool, man. He's been in the hospital lately, and we've been praying for him. We did a big prayer circle on Monday, and just sending him all the good energy and prayers in the world. Yeah, I got 3 of them. I bought 3 shirts actually. Florida or Germany. We should take a screenshot just like that. I'm going to. Just taking a screenshot real quick. Yeah, I gotta straighten it out. I'm trying to straighten it and work the mouse. That's not gonna work. Oh wait, I can do that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just doing. This is for a thumbnail. All right. I know I'm whacked out. I am whacked out. There you guys go. Thank you so much, guys. He's a good dude, man. I truly believe that. Good dad. Except for that he steals his daughter's toys to make content. I tried to. I couldn't find anything. And it feel like I was like ripping off your shtick. Your shtick. I want to talk to him about doing just a heroin relapse show. But I can tell, Tom, you don't really do like the collab thing, and I would demonetize it or whatever. You want to turn off super chats. We could just talk about just like relapse prevention, like real relapse prevention, like the real deal. It's really, I mean, for me, well, we'll talk about that later. We're in the middle of a game show. I was starting to really get into it. All right. Florida or Germany? Oh, did I answer that last one? Individuals tried to pay traffic fines. That was Germany. What did you guys say? You guys said 3. That's not an option. I'm just kidding. I know. Lots of 1s, 2 1s. It's about 50-50. I see it's about 50-50. Yeah, that was Germany. Crazy, huh? Guy walked in with a wheelbarrow full of pennies to pay a traffic fine. I bet you they didn't take it. I bet you they did not take it. They don't have to take it. Well, at least here in the States, they don't have to. Okay, where we at? Entire. And that's obvious. Okay, here we go. Suspect, Florida or Germany. 1 for Florida, 2 for Germany. Florida, Germany. Suspect claims drugs must have blown in through the window. Oh wait, I didn't read the Penny's story, huh? While you guys are answering, I'm going to read the Penny's story. An irritated driver walked into the courthouse pushing a wheelbarrow packed with over 20,000 pennies, demanding they be counted to pay off a speeding ticket. When told this would take hours, he sat down, pulled out snacks, and began live streaming the event. The courthouse eventually refused the payment. See, I told you. Refused the payment due to disruption and called local police. Yeah, you can't. I think that's happened here too, but that one was in Germany. Not a wheelbarrow, but a ton of pennies. A ton of pennies. Okay, this one we're doing right now. A lot of people are saying Florida suspect claims drugs must have blown in through the window. Man, I don't know how that half kilo got there. That had to have blown in through the window. Clowns in Florida. Yeah. Barrel full of sausages. I was going to... Hey, how did you know I have that one? Tired of mysterious sausage attacks. No, that's sausage attacks. All right. We got a lot of ones, a few twos. That, my dears, was in Florida during a routine traffic stop. Oh, this is in a car. That's crazy. During a routine traffic stop, officers discovered narcotics in a bag sitting in the passenger seat. When asked whose it was, the driver insisted the drugs must have blown through the window. He stuck to the story even after body cam footage showed him earlier holding the bag. He was arrested for possession and obstruction. Now, why do you guys think he got the obstruction charge? I mean, was it because he said it blew in through the window? I mean, that's his defense. Is that obstruction? Yeah, that's absolutely obstruction. I mean, it's obvious. You guys probably knew that. I'm probably like acting like I'm talking to a bunch of fifth graders, but which you guys are not. You guys are I know everyone says this about their community, but you guys are definitely the smartest and most empathetic community. But this is my first community. I think I kind of got lucked out, right? I think I kind of got lucky. Okay, we're going to do one more. You guys keeping score? Glitter Ellen Gomez lied because he's a smart ass. Lying to police. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys are answering me. Why do you guys come here? I'm like, who lied? Who lied? Because he's a smart ass. Who's a smart ass? Oh, it's so funny. I just asked that question. All right, here we go. Florida or Germany? That one's pretty funny. Please. That one's pretty easy. Boy, is that it? Okay, here we go. Last one, guys. Florida or Germany? Courtroom erupts after defendant throws pickles at judge. Florida or Germany? These were some good ones today. And I think I'm getting kind of like a, except for like my little digresses, but Florida or Germany, courtroom erupts after defendant throws pickles at judge. So funny. Bong bing bong 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 bing bong bong bing bong bong bing bong 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 bong. Boom boom. Courtroom erupts after defendant throws pickles at judge. I think everyone's got it in. Thank you, Perfectus. I will do that. I really appreciate that. Courtroom erupts after defendant throws pickles at judge during a tense sentencing hearing. It was that sentencing too. That's dope. The defendant pulled out a bag of pickles from his coat and hurled them at the judge, shouting, "You can't brine justice." You can't brine justice. The judge was unharmed, but the courtroom broke into chaos. He now faces additional charges, of course, for assault with a vegetable. That was in Germany. Germany. That's so crazy. You can't brine justice. Who do you think you are? Yep. Pretty nuts. How'd you guys do? I'm gonna Nico, yeah, got 4 out of 5. Good job. Good job. Good job. Was there any 5 out of 5s? Was there any other 4 out of 5s? Also, guys, I did turn down my sounds. You know, like the like this, like that should be a lot lower. And I won't be doing the gun sounds really anymore. I was just excited to have sound effects. Lots of 4 out of 5s. How many 4 out of 5s? Jeez. Oh, there is a 5 out of 5. Glitterella. The 5 I'm gonna star you. Oh, Don Clark. I forgot I have the delay. I'm gonna have to get used to the delay. I guess Florida on the one you threw out. Oh, no way, but we threw it out, so. Was it Florida? I can't remember. I think it was Germany, the one I threw out. Darcy's, I got 4 out of 5. Lots of 4 out of 5s. I'm gonna have to make these a little more like really you can't tell by the description, right? I mean, but we have to keep it real. They have to be real stories. Grateful says, "Oof, that sound, yikes. I thought my cat knocked something down, then I remembered I don't have a cat." Yeah, I won't be doing the sounds. I'm going to be making my own sounds, but I did turn these down in case I forget. Yeah, so I won't. I forget some of you guys are watching on TVs, maybe with a surround sound or something. My voice probably sounds pretty good on surround. So yeah, that must be terrible just to be like, yeah. So you know what? I'll probably just really, until I get my own sounds in there, just unplug it so I don't accidentally. Bye, Karma. Where's she going? I am a Floridian, so I can guess my own people. I can guess my own people. Bye, y'all. See you next time. Bye, Karma. I'm so glad you were here today. I love it when everybody's here because we all contribute. Do you guys like see everyone's little personalities? This is the part that I love. I see everyone's little personalities, and I'm not trying to like go full blown like Reese mode right now, but this is something I do like about Reese is like when she like she talks about like the community and like the things that she notices, but like I like each day I'm figuring out different by the way you guys comment and talk to each other. I figure out like different personalities. And I love it, man. I love it. And I just noticed that my friend who unalived herself is like right in the corner up behind me, looking at me right now. I loved her so much, man. I love her. And she loved me too. That was my wife said, she's like, you know what I love most about Christina? She said that she loves you like I do, but not like in the personal way, you know? Yeah. My wife and I love that about each other most. We love people that love them, that love the other. Do you know what I mean? Like that really care about them and would do anything for them. We never get jealous about anything like that. Except for one time. Yeah, just one time. Yeah, bye, Karma. You still love her. That will never pass. No, it won't. It sure won't. Yeah, grateful. Same. You know, and I would probably get my FTG shirt stripped from me for saying that, but there's times that when she's being positive, I think she's cool. Still, yes, I do. I will love her forever. You know, it's crazy. Sometimes, I mean, this is just grief, period. And like grief can be forever. It doesn't have to control your life like mine did with my wife when she passed. Like I was so self-indulgent. That's what I mean by I was self-indulgent with her passing, was that I just used it to beat myself up and to try to like kill myself with, you know, drugs and alcohol. Yeah, Kim. Yeah, Kim. She's a pretty serious gal. Pretty serious, but you know, at first I didn't know how to take her. I was just like, oh man, is this chick like digging at me, you know? STD. I know what that stands for. STD. You know who else I haven't seen in a bit is Kiss Freak. I don't think I missed an email. But I want to have Lord Kiss Freak on possibly tomorrow. Nicole, you haven't heard the story how I met my wife? That's cray. FTGs, STDs. Hey, Ben Bacon Bits. So glad you're here. Oh, Lord. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Can't wait to look in the mirror. Oh, he is traveling today. Okay, thank you, Ben. Don't do it. Don't sing, right? Yeah, I know. Sometimes I can't help myself. When 80s music comes on in the car, like everyone in the car usually will just stare at me as I'm driving, singing 80s music and playing air drums. And I want you guys to all go to my friend's show. I got a video clip that I'm not quite done with yet to like advertise his show. Also, let me and then I'm going to tell my story how I met my wife. Let me grab this link for Kim. Un momento, por favor, muchachitas. I should while I'm looking for all this stuff. Man, you guys, I had to remember that Daryl Hall stuff I played the other day. I had to cut that all out of the video for it to even be played, let alone monetized, just to play it. It was crazy. Man, I lost another 10 subscribers yesterday. That's all right, though. I've lost like 40 in the past week. People don't be digging my style. Here we go. There we go. Don't you guys love my thumbnail for today? It took me like 7 tries to get that thumbnail on ChatGPT. Google account, YouTube Studio, view your channel. I'm just kidding. We will play. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. Dang it. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to play a video while I'm getting some links together, and let me go to this stage. Let me remove that. Hey, there's Germany. Let me add. No, I can just add this. No, I got to add this. Wait, stop screen share. Stop sharing. Share screen. So I found this video when I found this video one day. I was just recording all my dockets, and I couldn't believe no one else played this video. Like, because there's a lot of us LawTube guys out there, right? And like, I was the only one who played this video, and I got like 81,000 views. It was like my biggest video at the time. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? But I knew it was going to be like kind of a classic, I guess you would say. But here, I'm going to play it for you guys while I look for some links, and you guys enjoy this one. This one's really good. It's only 19 minutes, but it gets to the good parts kind of quickly, and then I'll cut it short. Oh, let me get to the comments. Oh, I got to make sure you guys can hear this though before I.
How'd you find that out, Deputy?
Our girl back in control told me.
Our girl.
That's
Can you guys hear that? 5x5, please.
situation, but well, lots of curious things happen.
I got priors of.
Case number 2023 TR.
Thank you, Nico. I really appreciate it. This is a really good case. Check it out.
Elizabeth Rayanne Hennessy, and case number 2023 TR 3263, State of Kansas versus Elizabeth Rayanne Hennessy. Devin Canfield for the state, Darren Patterson for the defendant. I believe that's you under Moto G Go, Miss Hennessy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Patterson, how does your client wish to proceed on her 3 cases today?
Your Honor, I can tell the court I do not have reports for the 23 TR 3263 case yet, so I'm needing to get those, but also I expect that I will be appointed in case 24 TR 166, which is set for this Wednesday for first appearance, which I don't know, we might be able to get a first appearance done on it today rather than wait, so that I can get my order of appointment and start working on that case also, so that we can then request April 29 on all 4 cases to resolve them all at one time.
I'm sorry, what was the 4th case number since it's not on the docket?
24 TR 166.
So I've got a defendant with traffic cases. The 22 case, 4805. expired tag and no insurance from October 31st of 22. She's been to court since March 29 of 23, so it's rolled over and had her birthday and multiple court appearances. I have a 23 TR 2329. Driving while suspended, dating April 12th.
I'm sorry, guys. Man, I was just talking that whole time. No, Don, don't go. Don, don't go. I was trying to tell you that she's probably already gone. But anyone who got a 5 out of 5, send me an email. I just explained all this. I've been doing it since I paused it. I hate that more than anything. Just put T-shirt in the subject line, and then just give me your size and then a mailing address. If you can do it to a PO box or like a box number, that's preferred. Like I really, I don't want people's home addresses, but I will protect them with my life. I will put them, well, not my life, so I need Don's address, with a gun to my head. I'm sorry, Don. Well, I don't know if I would or not, because if they're putting a gun to my head, that means they would probably put a gun to your head. So I probably would not give it. So yes, I would protect it with my life. That's just like the right thing to do for real. I mean, then, I know where I'm going. So anyways, just do that. Put T-shirt in the subject line, a mailing address, and your shirt size. They're unisex, so it doesn't really matter. I do want to make a girly version and a guy version though of the logo. I mean, of course I can put it on a pink shirt, but the only one who wears pink is my daughter. Oh, there she is. Thanks, Dawn. Any size from super small to quadruple X. All right, I'm going to play this and I'll watch the chat while I'm digging out this other link I need to get. I will protect them with my mouse.
23.
This is a good hearing too, but guys.
She's been to court on that. Then I have 23 TR 3263. Which is violation of restrictions on driver's license or permit, no registration, unauthorized lights and signals, dating August 30th, 23. We'll see if I can find that fourth case and have, as you said, first appearance. I think that's a logical way to proceed. New 2024 TR. Living while suspended, no liability insurance, no registration, dating November 15th. of 23. And now I have the same defendant sitting behind the wheel of a car with the seatbelt on. Where are you, ma'am? Miss Hennessy?
Busted.
In my car,
Where's your car?
in a parking lot.
Where's the parking lot?
And Judge,
Yeah.
I mean, she's gonna tell you where she's at, Your Honor, but I do note she is on a restricted driver's license currently.
Where's the parking lot?
In Wichita.
Where in
She's
Wichita?
busted,
Quit
man.
playing games.
I'm at Harry and Webb.
Okay. And maybe your seatbelt's not on. Maybe you're wearing it hooked behind your seat. Is that what you're doing?
I'm not. I'm just sitting here. I'm not driving or anything.
Why is your seatbelt hooked? But
So
behind your back. Why is it hooked?
So it doesn't ding when with the radio on.
How'd you get in the parking lot? Did you drive there?
Yeah. I'm allowed to drive, right?
Are you?
Yeah,
No.
I am.
She's not allowed to
Restricted.
drive.
Judge, I do show
No.
a driver's license status that she is restricted. She has been restricted since at
She
least-
didn't know that though.
since at least January 18.
Of 2024? Where's she allowed to work or drive? To and from work? What?
Yeah.
Hey guys. Sorry,
Oh,
man.
no,
I was looking for a link. I couldn't find
No.
it. She's out of the Shaggy
I'm
song.
not
It
driving
wasn't
anywhere. I'm
me.
just sitting out here so I can
Yeah.
hear.
Well, you didn't just get there magically. Mr.
Lie number 4.
Mr. Patterson, I assume you're gonna have a talk with her about driving in violation of restrictions.
I'm in the
Absolutely.
parking lot where I'm staying.
I will just have a long discussion with her, Judge. Yes.
Thank you, because this does not bode well with the court. All right, so Ms. Hennessy, I'm gonna treat this as your first appearance on your latest case, 2024 TR 166. Count 1, you're accused of driving while your license was canceled, suspended or revoked on November 15th, 2023 in Butler County, Kansas. If this turns out to be your first conviction for driving while suspended, the penalties are up to 6 months in jail and a fine of $100 up to $1,000. If,
Hey,
however,
Boho
it ends
Hobo.
up being your second because you get convicted on one of those others, it could be an A misdemeanor. The fine
Yeah.
could be up to $2,500. There could be a mandatory must serve 5 days in jail, but the maximum could be up to a year.
Thank you for being here, Boho Hobo. We really
In
appreciate
count
you.
2, operating a motor vehicle without liability
Help me,
insurance
Rhonda.
with
Help
with
me,
a prior
Rhonda.
conviction within the last 3 years. That is
Boho,
an
you
A
should be getting
misdemeanor.
like
If
one of the
convicted,
free
your fine could be
memberships.
At least $800.
I think you
up
do
to
have to comment
$2,500.
like on the live
Your
streams.
sentence could be up to a year in the county jail.
I will find
Now,
out.
depending on why
You
you
do,
were
though.
suspended, or strike that. Depending on why you were, oh, I'm not even gonna go there. All right, on count 3, operating vehicle without registration or with expired tag. That's an unclassified misdemeanor. The penalty could be up to $2,500 in fines, and the jail sentence could be at least 30 days up to 6 months in the county jail. Do you have any questions for the court about the charges or the possible penalties?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea, as I think that's what your counsel is suggesting. And then Mr. Patterson, when did you want to have?
I
this
can't
set
remember
over?
why this one went viral, kind
The
of.
next available date the court has.
Is that 429, Savannah?
Your Honor, we're at 34 hearings now set on April 29th. So I would say we're on to May 6th now.
May 6th, 8 a.m. Miss Hennessy, you must be back here by Zoom, May 6th at 8 a.m.
Oh no, that was
Do
it.
not get another charge. Do not drive. You've gotten driving violations October 31st to 22, April 12th to 23, August 30th to 23, November 15th to 23.
She
and
must
that's
just be
in
a
Butler
really
County.
shitey
Who
driver
knows what you've got in Sedgwick County where you're living?
to get
and
pulled
so
over
forth.
that much.
Nothing.
All right.
She must
I
just
hope
be
that's
horrible.
right. But I'm afraid by setting this over to May 6th, that can give you time to get more.
May 6th,
So-
that's my birthday,
As
guys.
long as I stay out of Butler County.
What?
I said, as long as I stay out of Butler County.
Well, not necessarily. You can get them anywhere in the state of Kansas or other
Yeah.
states. If you're illegal in one county, you're illegal in another. Maybe some counties aren't diligent. Maybe you're just not lucky in some counties, but no, I don't anywhere unless you're legal to do
Thank
it.
you, Boho Hobo, for becoming a YouTube
Thanks.
member.
Sedgwick County.
Thank you so much.
That being the case, we're going to set a bond on that case. Recommendations for amount, Mr. Canfield, which by the way, it looks like she was on bond for some of these when she committed the other ones. We could revoke her bond and just hold her in jail, but what's your
Revoke,
recommendation?
revoke, revoke.
Bond was set in the new case at $1,500 professional surety. I would ask that that bond remain with the added condition of no violation of any driver's license restrictions.
Ah, he has a
Okay,
crush
so
on
she's
her.
already on bond in 24 TR 166.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will maintain that bond. Mr. Patterson, anything further?
He could have
And is the court
revoked
appointing
that.
me in the new case.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Nothing.
Unless Miss Tennessee, you've had some.
Yeah, going
significant
soft,
change in
sis.
your financial
Yeah.
circumstances since Mr. Patterson was last appointed.
Yeah, I could too.
Okay, all right. Mr. Patterson is appointed in all 4 cases. And Miss Hennessy is excused. You may go at this time, but make sure you talk to Mr. Patterson soon about driving.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
thanks.
Excuse. You're welcome.
You know, she said
All
effing.
right, who is next in the court security?
And Judge, if I may, I have a client who is messaging me that he's in the airport about the board. Just wanting to see if he could do his court hearing before that would.
Oh, this is a classic
But
too.
Gavin
Oh,
Usher?
that's why this one
Yes, Your
got
Honor.
so many views. I forget how I used to be
What's
really
your
good at
report?
putting these
How do
videos
you-
together, but I just kind
How
of
you doing, Your Honor? I'm actually.
I don't
coming from
scan the
St.
dockets like
Louis.
I used
had to
to.
go back to Maryland this weekend for a
But
family funeral on Saturday.
we'll watch the rest of this
So
one
I'll
another
let you
day. Let's get on with the show. I'm gonna tell my story. How me and my wife met. Speak of the devil. Is it what is it?
White chocolate, a
They
cranberry
don't
white
know.
chocolate.
I'll take half of it.
There's only half in there. There's only half.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I just don't want to eat while I'm. Sorry, guys. So get rid of this thing. There we go. So how I met Mariana was my iPad heated up outside. Man, hey, Caddy, that has happened to me a lot, many times. My iPhone will just like heat up and then it'll put that thermostat on there and be like, you are way too effing hot. Hey, Russ. Alan's in the house, or Christy, or he is in the house. Now, all my friends in New York, don't hate me, all right? Don't hate me. Because I know you guys are saying this is not a bagel. It's pink. Everything's pink. That's not a bagel. This is like a treat. A real bagel does not look like this. Damn it. Okay, that was a disaster. So I met Mariana. Hold on. Sorry, guys. That would have been super gross. Just me going. So anyway, so I met Mare, and I'm trying to remember. So I was tattooing on her husband in their kitchen. The was the shop being built? No, the shop wasn't being built. When I reconnected with her. So anyway, a friend of mine had a friend who wanted a Medusa on his hand, and it was Mariana's husband. And so I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I just had all my equipment sent from LA up here, so I hadn't started working in a shop, and I hadn't opened a shop yet. So I was just like tattooing at people's houses, right? I can't wait to get this thing to where it looks like I'm looking in the camera. It is coming soon, guys. Coming soon. So yeah, I was tattooing on him, and she came in. I was tattooing in the kitchen. She came in and bopped around. And then she went upstairs, and then she came back down, and she was in beauty school. Beauty school dropout. No, she didn't drop out, but she was gorgeous. And but I didn't ogle her or anything like that. We just met, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? Just being me, and but you know how you have that feeling, right? Not like a feeling of you want to have sex, anything like that. You just have a feeling, or maybe I don't see, how I knew when I first met you I was going to be with you. I think maybe that might be a return to a memory, because now you're with someone, and then you're I knew I was going to love you at first sight. But I think that's just a love that you have when you return to the memory. But anyways, I hope that made sense. So we did that, everything was super cool. She was super cute. And then one night, I don't know how long, she tells the story way better than my just stumbling around. But then one night, maybe 3 or 4 months later, we all go out drinking. This is when I still drank. This is a long time ago. We all went out drinking, and we had fun, and her and I talked a lot while her husband was doing whatever with one of my friends. And we ordered pizza, and then we were decided to go to another bar, another sports bar. And I think I came with my friend, but her husband wanted to go with my friend. So because we had been drinking slightly, I went with Mariana in that car ride. And no, nothing. We didn't have a kiss or anything like that. We just talked and laughed, and we knew each other we knew that the other was really, we were feeling each other, but not in a drunken, let's make out and have S. It was just digging each other. So we get to the, and I've never cheated. I don't cheat. I don't cheat with other people's spouses, and I don't cheat on my spouse. But that we had a lot of fun. And so we might've seen each other maybe one more time after that. I think, I can't remember, but I end up relapsing and going back to the joint, I think. Yeah, no, I did. And I went to treatment. I didn't go back to jail. I went to jail, then treatment. The judge gave me a chance to treatment. And then when I got out of treatment, I had maybe 5 months, 6 months sober. And I was having coffee with my sponsor at the mall, and she came up to me. She's like, hey, are you Sam, the tattoo artist? I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh shite. Hey, Mariana. And we hugged and made an appointment to talk about her next tattoo. That never happened. Like, I don't think I gave her first tattoo, like real tattoo, for like almost a year. But we talked. So at that appointment, it was at her house. We talked and talked for hours, just about God and spirituality. And we had to, I had no time. We just talked for so long. We didn't talk about tattoo at all. I don't think. I mean, she might have shown me a picture or something. So then we have another date. Then we have a barbecue. Have all of our friends together. And I'm asking my friends, do you think she likes me? And they're like, yeah, I think so. I think so. And she's divorced, by the way. Obviously, she had gotten divorced during that time, and for the time I seen her. But she says that she's seen me once, and she like spun another lap around the mall to come back around so she could be like, oh, hey, and like pop in and like give me the, like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And it was super, I remember the way she looked that day. I remember everything about that day. And so anyway, so we just like had barbecues, and then this things progressed. I was living in a sober living house. It was like a, come and go, do whatever you want, sober living house. I mean, you can't drink or use drugs or anything. And they UA'd you, and, they made sure that the house was run really tight. And I did a Bible study there, and it was super cool. But her and I had fallen in love. And so when I moved out of the sober living, it wasn't a halfway house. When I moved out of the sober living house, I moved in with her, and we got married. That was like she's going to kill me that I don't remember like the dates for real. That was like in April, May. And then we got married the following February. It might've been a little too soon, but regardless, we would have gotten married. We did abstain from S because of our beliefs, but not in the very beginning. But then it became when I realized she was given to me by God and that this was anointed, we stopped having S like right away. She didn't want to like really, but I had like this like really strong conviction at one point, and we just stopped. And it's been, I don't want to give too much personal information, but I'm a lot older than she is, and sometimes as we get older as men, we don't have like the libido and testosterone as we normally do. So, but I'm working on it. But I love her so much, and she's gorgeous, and she treats me like a king, and I reciprocate. So yeah, that's it, Nicole. That's my little how I met my wife story. Oh, see, look, 2 years divorced when we got together. So she was ready for a relationship, not ready. She wasn't looking. Neither one of us were looking, not even a little bit. My libido does not drive me at all, like for anything. When I see these like old pervy guys get like these, child porn charges, and like, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, how are they even like, getting it to do its thing? Or like, just like the design, I don't know, man. It's gross. It's super gross, but yeah. That was probably a little, this is real talk. Yeah, be happy. That's real talk. Well, I thank you, honey. I love you too. Yeah. When we stopped having S, like when I felt convicted, and we stopped, and it was like, I don't think it was like maybe 7 or 8 months. And, we were really worried, like, how are we going to like reconnect it and get it going again? And, that was and it happens to a lot of couples when they do it for like religious purposes. and then they come when they come back to it, like the whole thing isn't there. Okay, I'm starting to get, my chest is hurting too for some reason. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Yeah, she is beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you too, honey. I really do. I wish she would do some more content. Hey, Grateful, I really love the purple hearts. Hey, and Nicole, by the way, I did start some logo stuff for you without our before our conversation, and I really like the ribbon I did. It has people, but we need to talk. We need to talk. So, Marianne is my sister. Who says be happy's like gross? What did I say? I said something gross. We've been together for 3 or 4 years. Yeah. 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. And I, Hazley was a little, and she never has known her dad. I mean, she knows there's a guy named Arthur, but she never knew him at all. Not even a little bit. And I'm the only dad she's known, and I think she got pretty lucky. And I do. I think she got pretty lucky having me as a dad, because and I don't say things like that, like egotistical, like look at me, but I'm the right father for her, and we are killing it. She's my little co-pilot. She knows when I'm sad. I know when she's sad. I want to go beat up little girls at the playground for her. So I might not be the right dad in that way, but of course I never would. But sometimes it's hard, man. I get mad when people hurt her feelings. I get mad. But yeah, it is kind of a sweet story. Yeah, it is kind of a sweet story. I met my husband at one of the, I'm sorry if I missed anyone else's comment. I'm just kind of like just bopping around. Grateful 11 says, that is a sweet story, Sam. I met my husband at one of my family reunions. Wow, we're not related. I was going to say, whoa, but I knew you weren't related. He played lead guitar in my uncle's band. 17 years ago. That's so cool. That is so cool. You should see my brother's guitar collection. It's pretty beastly. I don't know if you and D would ever want me to come on and just show as a guest. James Collins Cares wants to be a guest on my wife's show, but he won't be a guest on my show. Something's amiss. No, he would be a guest on my show. I just think the one time we tried, he wasn't in a good service area or something like that. I'm just giving him shite. Oh, Sherry, thank you. I don't know if it's the most precious story ever, but it's pretty awesome. And I didn't have a relationship for 22 years. Some of it because of the joint, but a lot of it was by choice, and and then God's design. But after her death, I just didn't care. First and last wife, her. Oh yeah. You know who you are. One of these days I'll be like, Russ, how did you meet your wife? That'll be an awesome story someday. What are you saying? Do you miss mine all the time? I don't care. What does that mean? Do you miss mine? Or do you miss mine all the time? I don't care. I'm lost in that. Oh, wait, hold on. I think a lot of empath feel like that in many times. Yes. Do you have a good guy? You have a good guy you can introduce me to? Nicole, I wish I did. When, like if Marianne has a friend and I have a friend and we think about it, you know, like, oh man, he would be good for her. It's usually the two people that are good for each other. One of them will be married. And so, but barely married. No, I do in California, but I don't talk to my friends in LA hardly anymore. My wife doesn't let me talk to anyone from LA. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just don't, you know, I've lost touch with everybody, but I would love to find you an awesome guy. You are gorgeous, Nicole, a beautiful smile. Yeah. And I love the logo that I'm making for you. I'm using the greens, a few different colors of green that to match your website, sort of. It's the same greens, but I've added a few more greens. Anyway, we'll get together and I'll show you. I don't want to bore these guys with all this. Ross, I was so glad you and Sam finally got together for a show. Yeah, even though I took out one of my mods, apparently. I was so glad that's supposed to be, dude. I'm just teasing you, man. What's that? That's supposed to be, dude. I'm just teasing. I know you're teasing me. I was trying to understand the tease. I want to know how I'm being teased. Is the best one we heard today. Be careful, man. The YouTube is like a cesspool. Yeah, isn't that true? Kim, YouTube is crazy. You know, I was going to come on and do a rant today. And my rant was, you know, about Reddit and all the things. And like, you know, just maybe some of us just want to be here. Yeah, if we get monetized, badass. Super cool. And I get it. We got to check ourselves on the manipulating the parasocial relationship. And, but that's why I do like graphics and like, I'm trying to produce a show that's entertaining, and that if like people feel like they dig it, then cool. But all like the trolls that just shit talk, and not everyone over there on Reddit's a troll that talks about me. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that there's a lot of trolls that just don't know anything about me or my life at all. Like not even a tiny bit. And they feel that they can just like come on and judge, and they get, you know, all of them together, just like, oh yeah, you know, it's probably, you know, they're all, it's just a, you know, a big con. Everything's a con. You know, a lot of shit is bad. That's not happening here. I assure you, that's not happening here. And if anything I do seems conny, not you, Caddy, seems conny, check me on that shit, man. Be like, ooh, whoa, that's, you know, that was feeling kind of, you know. But I mean, I don't know what it could be. Like, yeah, you got to share your life, right? You share your life, you know, a little bit. But I don't know. I will never come on here and say I need a bill paid. I will just try to create an entertaining content to where, you know, a couple of you guys, you know, give me $2, you know, and then that adds up. That's, you know, when they're more than that, I'm like, I've never given more than $10 on a super chat. You know, but I mean, I haven't had it to give, but I have given $10 when I really wanted them to see it. It's, you know, guys who have like 2,000 people in their chat. But I really need them to see what I'm saying. And one time that $10 paid off because I ended up having a phone call with that creator. And they were actually like, man, you know, they said, I seen your story. It's super cool. I was like, oh, cool. I wish I could do my thing over again. I've said that before, but yeah, I'd be a little more aggressive. I was so tired. I'd be a little more aggressive towards Matt Cox instead of just super, you know, hey guys, you know, yeah, this is my story. You know, I was a prison gang member. You know, a couple dudes were like, "Oh man, is this dude gay?" One dude was like, "Man, it seems like he got a little sugar in his tank." It's just because I was just being nice. I was just being polite. And my voice has, you know, certain inflections that seem, you know, femmy. But I'm the furthest thing from furthest. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm more of a, you know, a comic than gay. My gay friend who I kissed is probably like, "Oh, but you kiss me." That's a whole nother story. I told that story. I already told that story. Reddit can go over that, like, "Oh, I knew he was gay. He kissed a dude. I sure did." Kim, are you talking? No, because you're not doing the CCCs. So I need to watch that because I think every chat is talking to me when it really isn't. You guys are talking to each other. With the Rano dude, and it's sad she didn't want to have his kids. Then we were married. I'll pray for her too. Mindy says, "I was married for 25 years. I've been divorced 7 years, so now I'm just dating myself." Oh, Mindy, I wish we lived closer to each other. We could all go out to dinner and, you know, and just chop it up. I love doing that. I love having dinner with my friends and just sitting there. You know, it was nicer when you could drink, you know, because you could have a couple glasses of wine. I love that. But I just love eating over food. I mean, talking with food over food. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is horrible, James Conskers. I won't post it, but Golden Kim says Golden Queen, and I've been doing a few videos here on YouTube about it. You know, she was like kind of my co-defendant, but she severed, and she was gay, and whenever she would go on a first date, I'd be like the date was coming to pick her up. I'd be like looking out the window, waiting for, and she'd be like, do you see her coming? I'm like, "No, I don't see no U-Haul trucks yet." She used to get so mad when I'd say that. You know, because they're, you know, first dates, you know, with lesbians sometimes can be the first and only date, and they live together from that moment on. Now, having said that, I've done that. I mean, I kind of did it with my wife, because I never left here, really. Like within 2 weeks, I think I put my TV, my big screen TV, and surround sound in, and I didn't even live there. And then I started doing other things like that. Seemed like I was living there, but I wasn't living there. We didn't do that till like later. I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was good with myself and I knew what my worth was, and I wanted to make sure she was good, and you know, and didn't have any weird, you know, things that were going to pop up. And yeah, here we are. Our issues and how different people are immature. Yeah. Ease back into the idea of meeting someone. That's what it is. You just have to, like, what I love that. Grateful. Kim, maybe you can just ease back into the idea of meeting someone. Yeah, and that's when it happens. You just don't know when it's or where it's going to happen. I hate this part of my face right here. At the top of this scar, like does like a weird line. I'm gonna get a facelift. Oh, that makes it worse. Maybe I'll go down. Grateful says, "My best friends are a lesbian couple. We do dinners and trips together. My husband loves them. We call them the aunties because our dogs adore them too." Yeah, see, I love those interpersonal relationships. I love those. And when there's different classes of, not class, but different, you know, people from different, I want to say genre, but it's not genre. I can't think of any word today, but of different, they have different views, not like political or different, sexual orientation, just all of it. When you could all get together at a dinner table and like have the best conversation, those were amazing. And I had a lot of those in Los Angeles, and I miss those most. I really do. Now that we're talking about it, I miss those most. I do. Yep. Kim says, a U-Haul? Yeah. I'll get a face that is. That's character. Thanks, Perfectus. Yeah, I tried to get, I think I told you guys this before. I tried to get these lasered, all these scars from all the cystic acne. But I kept them. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Just tell me how cool I am. I'm just going to come on here. I'll like, okay, guys, love me. No applause. Just throw money. Perfect itis. Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. Perfect. Perfect itis. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. See, now that I'm reading it. Thank you so much. You're like going Perfectus. Why does this dude keep calling me Perfectus? And I'm being so nice to him. He's just destroying my name. I apologize. Kim says, that's what is great. There were a few of us on the panel, and we were all from different areas, different races, different everything. For the most part, yeah, those are the best conversations. I can tell you this: if like most of my friends from like the early 90s, like let's say the late, the late 80s into the early to mid 90s, if most of those friends, we were all completely different. I had friends that were like super disco and had big afros. I had friends that were gangbangers in a Mexican gang, and we all like got together. It was mostly artists and some computer geeks. Tons of lesbians hung out at my shop. I used to live right next to this. It was called the Executive Suite. It was a lesbian bar, and man, it was crazy. Just the parking lot was nuts, super nuts. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, it was so cool. And like at that time, I was like dressed, had my own little style and my own little snap. I was doing my thing, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I really came into myself like in the early 90s because with acne, I had a low self-esteem as a teen. And a girl going on a date with me was really taking one for the team, because I was I felt like I was ugly. Now, when I see pictures of me now during that time that I really thought that I was ugly because of the acne, like I don't even see it. So that just blows me away. I don't even barely see the acne on my face. When I look at those pictures now, but at the time I would wear my sunglasses like all the time just to like hide I don't know what I was hiding. I was just hiding behind glasses. I'd wear them at night. I'd wear them at day. Like these like aviators. This rock and roll church I went to had like an award thing, and I wasn't saved. I just went because of a girl, and because of my friend Steve. He was really into it, and what was I going to say about that? Damn it, I lost my thought. Oh yeah, I was going to church. Man, I don't remember what I was going to say. Dang it. Oh well. Hopefully it'll come back. I was going to church. Please, someone tell me what exactly was I talking about? Because I don't want to like miss this story. And also, while I'm waiting to be reminded, what the F was I talking about? Your heart, personality, and love is what we see, and you are respectfully to my husband and your wife, very attractive. Know it. Why? Thank you. She's like, I hate that. I know, I hate that too. Thank you so much, Perfectitis. I hope I said that right. Dang it. Yep, I don't remember. And I don't think anyone else does either. Hey, want to love? You want a whole lot of love? Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. Let's just see if I missed anything. Check the chatty chats. Thank you for the super sticker. Be happy again. I really appreciate it. Galen, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Glitterella, thank you so much for the super chat. You're a good wife and your wife is amazing. Thank you so much. Did I do that? Kim, perfect service. And the link that I sent was for Kim. She provides the company that she is affiliated with provides security services to companies via police officers. We covered their insurance. We have an app. We have the highest retention rate and show up rate. That's pretty amazing. The chat it's in there somewhere. Hold on. I still have it. I can just do this. Bada bing. I'm going to put it up once again. So if you know of anyone, please forward them this link. I went to the website. It looks pretty amazing. I've never heard of anything like that. And officer, when they do like their moonlighting stuff, if I had a club, I would definitely want at least one like moonlighting police officers there because they know what's legal, what's not legal, on how like the bouncers can like carry the people, like if shit gets out of control. But there's the link again. It's make sure you do the /Kim. So she will get credit and it'll go to her. Can I pin it on here? Let me see. I can't from here. I think I can from the studio. I can, but I don't have the studio open. But yeah, super cool. Well, confirm through ID. Me, awesome. What is that? It's a USA only company. Awesome. Kim, is that in the United States? Awesome. Have a great fight. Confirm through. Oh, I was going to ask about somebody too that I haven't seen in a while. Oh, lesbians and dinner is what I recall. Yeah, we were out to dinner. Yeah, I think I was past that. Oh, sunglasses. Oh, yes, thank you. John Ankit in for the save, man. My wife's probably like going, oh, great, here we go, another 30 minutes. That's all right. It's me show. Yeah, so where was I? No, I'm just kidding. I was going to church and I was wearing my sunglasses all the time, and they had like this funny award show. Like it was like a dinner for everyone at this church. This church was like being held like in a classroom, basically. It was just like a rock and roll church and just kept growing and growing. And there were some Christian bands that went there, like Barren Cross, Viking, Deliverance, all these like old Christian 80s bands went to this church, and it kind of grew and grew. It was called Sanctuary. Bob Beeman was the pastor. Bob Beeman, I think, is now in Tennessee somewhere. I reached out to him after I got saved. And I mean, granted, it's been 40 years since I've seen him. And he didn't return my anything. Yeah, so it kind of bummed me out. But anyway, Striper like went to this church. So anyway, I was just like, they had this award show, and they were like, and the Sam, come on up, So I go up and I'm like, whoa, I get an award. Like, I don't really like hang out with many people. Just this like girl. And Sam, like, me? So I go up there and I got my sunglasses on, and the pastor's laughing. He's like, this is so perfect. I'm like, what? He's like, you won the I wear my sunglasses at night award. And, of course it was night, and I was inside and I was still wearing them because I was really insecure about my face. But that was so cool. And we all went out to Denny's, and I remember accidentally leaving the award at Denny's, and I was like, man, where's my award at? But it was just, a piece of paper, but pretty cool, but sad that I really felt that way about myself, because it affected me really bad. But, man, I wish those were my only problems now. Right? Okay. Hey, good morning, Rosanna Dana. Good morning to you. All right, guys. Well, they can arrest people if needed to, and we covered the insurance. Oh, here we go. There's more information about the company. They can arrest people if needed to. Yep, like detain them. And we've covered the insurance for the company and the officer. That's pretty badass. I wonder how much it is an hour. Like, say if I had an event and I wanted to hire, could I do that, Kim? Could I do that with your company? Like, say I had a tattoo event, could I hire like 4 guys, or what if I needed personal protection for like, like to say a couple days just to, someone to hang around. Do they offer stuff like that? Hey, Laura May. I would love to talk to you, Laura May. I read, as per your permission through my wife, I had read all the things. So I would love to talk to you a little bit if you want. I don't know. It's a lot. I get it, but maybe I would just like to talk to you to see like what direction you might be wanting to go into. Anyways, I don't want to like dox any information about anything with you, but I'm so glad you're here. Better late than never. Wolfie says, not that. Wolfie says, Sam, I would like a Morning Mayhem Mod Squad shirt, please. You got it. You definitely got it. I need to design one for the mods. Can't forget. All right. Let's make a list here. Mod Squad. And then do the other winners. Shirts. Check the email. Oh, yeah. Here we go. More information on this. I just got done counseling a couple of dudes. Went well. That's super cool, Crush. I would love to talk to you, have you on the show. I was a counselor as well at one time. I had my CAC. I don't even know if they have a CAC program at UCLA anymore, but I had a CAC, certified alcoholics counselor. But I was too codependent. I burned out like in the second year, and I ended up getting fired from a hospital because they just see me burning out. So I would love to talk to you about things like that, and then what you do. So let's Sam Fam shirts. That would be cool too. All right. See, remember what I was saying about when you have a t-shirt thing, how everyone would just be sitting around having dinner and be like, hey, let's make some Sam Fam shirts. And then bam, we're in there, the shirt factory making shirts. $16 million worth of coverage for both parties. That's cool. Do you have to chart, Crush? You probably do if you're seeing them in any kind of like charting it. And I'm just curious if you have to do like PO charting, problem orientated charting for dual diagnosis, had one-on-one with patient self, medicates with, ETOH, Do you have to like say that specific instead of just like being like, hey, I talked to an old boy, he's just drinking all the time, but I think it's because, his mental health is bad. You have to like PO chart it for the insurance companies for utilization review. So like there's like a utilization review nurse that would like go over each chart to make sure it's nice, high and tight for the insurance company. I just wonder if it's all still gets down like that. It was a mess. Sam, see Woofy's comment. I want one too. Okay, I'm going. I wear my sunglasses at night. Sam, I would like a morning mayhem must go. Yeah. I already said that. Yep. You want one too? Yeah, all the mods will get one. Everyone's like, I want to be a mod. For sure. I worked in a detox unit. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. Yep. I did too. I didn't work in a detox unit. I worked in a lockdown inpatient adolescent teen unit for most of it. And then I worked in an adult unit towards the end because I really that it would be with Mariana and D too. Or it can just be with Mariana and D. I just I would love to hear the catch up. Like I would love, maybe you could email me if you get a chance and just tell me if there's any good news, if how things have changed. That would be awesome. So awesome. Okay, guys, I took all my notes. I got all the things I need to do. I'm going to go through emails at some point today. I'm going to finish eating that bagel. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. I know Surviving Together, is that what it is? Surviving Together? I'm going to have her on the show. I want to have Misha on the show. Awakened. I want to do all that like in the next few days, like let's say Thursday. Like it could be like Monday. It could be tomorrow. It could be Saturday. And I know I'm going to have, well, thank you. Be happy. I still I find ugly things about me. I think we all do that. I think, I don't think Brad Pitt does it or George Clooney. I seen George Clooney yesterday on TV, taking in a Tony Award for a play that he's in. And he doesn't look well. He doesn't have that. He looks emaciated. If you look in his neck and like his face, he just looks emaciated. So I hope he's all right. I really do. I hope he's all right. Awesome. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. I was just reading chats. If you see me just like blank out, I'm just reading chats. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support that you guys do. And I'll see you mañana if I don't see you this afternoon. Mahalo.
Stay loud. Don't be woke. Stay wild. Stay awake. This was morning.